phambili. Izandla. Inkunzi emnyama. Yalani lenze njalo phela.
Logo one.
Okay,
You want me there?
Where do you want to be? Just here. It's okay. Yeah,
lalelani ke siyake sivume ingoma lapha lizwile noma ungantshelanga ngiyamazwa baba ay ngiyamazwa baba ay noma ungantshelanga mina ngiyamazwa baba mina ngibone buthongweni mazwa ay ngiyamazwa baba mazwa ay ungazunchaye ngiyamazwa ngene ngiyamazwa mina ngibone buthongweni mazwa ay ngiyamazwa baba ay ngiyamazwa baba mina ngiyamazwa baba liyamazwa baba inkunzi enjani ebhonga kunyiki ethi ngapha kahleni. Now that Zimbabwe is free and independent, the priority is now nation building, social and economic progress. We cannot move forward if we are divided. We have to work as a nation together. Zimbabwe has people of various colors, but they are one. They speak different languages, but they are one. They have different backgrounds, but they are one. Once we all understand that, once we give our best to our country, Zimbabwe is a wonderful country. We have resources, we have natural resources, we have human resources as are not known in many countries. And therefore, it is us, the people of Zimbabwe, who should come together and see that Zimbabwe progresses. The most important thing in that progress is to see that there is peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. The observance of the rule of law. The return to our people that peace that they require for developing their country. To be able to do so, our law enforcing agencies must be free. The army and the police must not be interfered with. They have their powers given them by the constitution of the country. No government must try and interfere with those powers. The army has its job to safeguard the security of the country, especially along the borders. The police have their job to see that there is peace and tranquility among the citizens of Zimbabwe. It is not necessary, therefore, to have the police answerable to political parties. If the police have been and the army have been interfered with to this day, as we, as ZAPU, are certain will be in government as from next month. I want to assure you here that the army and the police will be left to do their respective duties without interference from the government of PF ZAPU. That there have been a number of little groupings who have usurped the powers and the functions of the police, you can be certain that those groupings will be removed. If those young people want to be in the police force, let them join the Zimbabwe Republic Police. No other little forces outside that main and the only constitutional force of this country. Comrades, I deal on the police and the army mostly because they are the essential organs in keeping peace and tranquility in the country, and therefore they need that protection by the observance of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. The army is the army and all its branches. There is no need for additional little political groupings. If you believe, as members of ZAPU, that when ZAPU is in power, you too will have your own little private armies, I say to you today, no. No private army. If, as you may have seen, there are little groupings of youths, political groupings of youths of political parties who have usurped the powers and the functions of the police. If you believe when ZAPU is in power, you too will indulge in police work, then let me tell you, you are not going to do it outside the police force of Zimbabwe, outside the Zimbabwe Republic Police. Ofuna ukuba lipolisa kangene emapoliseni. Yes, we are told. Of course they will not get them. People in a number of constituencies in northern Matabeleland and southern Matabeleland find themselves being beaten up by people who call themselves Abafana, the boys. We had the boys during the war. The war is over. There is nobody who can claim to do these stupid things, the dissidents in the name of ZAPU. We know that they are agents of ZANU-PF. I've told them that. Let these criminals get out of these provinces now, and let us have a free and fair election, undisturbed by young people who have no respect for their parents, who have no respect for their country, who do evil things in the name of a party that is dedicated to peace and tranquility, and that is PF ZAPU. I say to you now, if you come across those men who call themselves boys, get hold of the buggers, get your spears, spear them up, and call the police. You spear them and call the police. Don't do it without informing the police. Never mind, the police have been interfered with. We know that, but they know their job. Anything you do, don't do outside the police. It is vital. If there must be peace in this country, there must be that body which must keep that peace, and that body is the Zimbabwe Republic Police. Peace. He said he is asking the people in Matabeleland, why? Is it war? Is it peace? A prime minister of this country to ask this question? Does he not know that the war ended in No, not 89. 79. In 1979. That was the end of the war. We are dedicated to peace. If only ZANU-PF will withdraw their agents who are behaving as dissidents, this country will be free. Just remove those savages and leave this country free and let the police do their job. That very important uniform, the uniform of our army. The army must remain in its barracks. Only leave the barracks when they are going on for exercise. Asikwa yini? Siyayifuna impi. Who is this who come round and try to incite people to war? We don't want that war. We want peace, and peace must prevail. And therefore ZAPU has a duty to take over this country, to see that peace prevails in this country. To see that there is rule of law. To see that there is respect for individual rights. Abantu beZimbabwe have their individual right. They are protected to join any organization that they want. They are protected by this constitution. To move around the country without interference. Abantu beMashonaland. The people in Mashonaland are in great fear. When you talk to them, they will look round to see who is there. Because they know there is a chairman, there is a commissar, there is a youth, and there is a youth brigade. All these groups who want to see who they are talking to and why. What is this? To see who they are talking to and why in an independent Zimbabwe with a constitution that enshrines the right to talk to anybody, to move with anybody, as long as you are within the law. What is this all about? And you people, you have suffered. You have seen death. You have seen all sorts of things. But you have not seen yet what is happening in that part of Zimbabwe, where people are subjected to what they call village committees. You cannot go to an area without going to report it to a village committee chairman, brought in by a youth chairman. After you get there, you get your little pass, which you are supposed to get before you leave Bulawayo or you leave Harare. You present it to the commissar, who takes it to the secretary to scrutinize and goes to the chairman for a stamp. How? What country is this one? What country is this one? When we fought against these things, now it is these things that we, when we rule, subject our people to. This is a tragedy of tragedies. This must end, and end by this election. See that you return men of quality, men of understanding, men of respect, men of dignity, who will keep the dignity of your people and of your country. We have seen things. We have seen things. And the people who have assisted us fighting are amazed. They cannot understand what's gone wrong in Zimbabwe. Why have they gone mad? Killing each other. Killing each other. There are those that are killed and there are those that kill. We're not killing each other. There are killers. And some of us are recipients of killing. And people are told lies, political lies, that they are dissidents belonging to ZAPU. I challenge these men who say that. I said, let us form a parliamentary committee that will go around the country to discover who these dissidents were, who succors them, who gives them Father Zimbabwe badges. They refused because they know what that committee will discover, that these young men are being sent by a party, a ruling party, trying to force people to join ZANU-PF. This has rebounced. They know it. This is why they cannot have a meeting of this size without these army elements who are not army. Carry them around in pumas to go to meetings. Now they are trying to call meetings without using pumas and nothing happens. Abantu badlalile. There's one. Now let us look at resettlement. Resettlement. The law for agricultural development, that is grain. Selizibonile ezabamwe ukuthi abelungu lapha inkomo bazigcina njani.